Okay, let's see if this is working. Okay. Hello, good morning or good evening. I hope this is all working because I don't know what was going on with my technical issues, aside from the fact that I had to find a different laptop to use. So, hi, Tori. Hi, Kayla. I hope everyone's had a really good day. Hi, Tracy. Hi, Carrie. I won't lie, I'm a little bit nervous about doing this because I've never actually hosted a productivity sprint on my own, so it's kind of weird. Thank you. It's a lovely morning here, actually. But yeah, I have a whole bunch of stuff that I need to do, and I need my actual laptop that I would normally use for live streams. So I had to quickly find something else that was charged and that would work. And that was my technical difficulty. So, how's everyone's day been? I hope you guys all had a good day, and thanks for popping on to say hi. Okay. I don't know about everyone else because I know it's not time for you guys, and you guys are probably getting ready to have dinner and all sorts of things. I have so much stuff to catch up on, and I feel like even though I've had how many days now? This is my 4th day of holidays. I have achieved absolutely nothing. So today and tomorrow are my reading catch-up YouTube admin days. 3 videos, well done. That's usually my Sunday. That's when I batch film. But 3 videos is a lot, so well done. I can't wait to watch them. I'll be busily following along on your channel. So I don't actually have anything to film today, although I do have to do filming notes. So I have finished Wolf Rain. So I have to type up, I don't even know how many pages of notes there are because of the series that I'm doing, I've been taking notes, and it's actually faster for me to handwrite. And yeah, I think it's something like, oh God, 7.5 pages of notes. So I have to type those up so that I can use them for filming. Oh, I'm sorry, it's cold and foggy in Sydney, Tracy. How are you coping? I know you guys are in lockdown now, and I sympathise greatly because that's not fun. I actually can't believe the weather here in Melbourne at the moment because we are in the middle of winter and it's been bright and sunny and about 14 degrees every day for the last couple of days, which is not what we're used to be perfectly honest. My holiday is 2 weeks long. So it started at the end of Friday and it will go for 2 weeks. So the school, we have 3 2-week breaks during the school year and then a 5.5, 6-week break over the summer. So at the moment we're in the middle of our school year. I know, it's terrible, but it will be over soon. So that's the one thing to look forward to, and I can say that because I survived 4 of them. But yeah, they suck while you're in the middle of lockdown. It is a good excuse to catch up on reading, though, as long as you find the right books. I found there were certain things I didn't really want to read while I was in lockdown. All right. Oh, I know what I forgot to do while I was doing this. So I'm currently on my work laptop and I've had to turn all of the things off because despite the fact that I'm on holidays, I keep getting work emails. So I don't know what I wanted to do because I wanted to find a timer. Well, yeah, you kind of wouldn't tell at the moment that it's winter here because it's so bright outside. But yeah, it's actually been fairly mild where I am. It's usually pretty wet and rainy, but that'll probably happen, oh gosh, in the next 2-3 weeks, we'll probably start getting a lot of rain. Yeah, I've been seeing that everyone's It's funny because when I watch everyone's videos, everyone's switched in the States to short sleeves and air conditioners. And I'm like, I'm here in a jumper. All right. So yeah, I don't know what else I do know what else I have to do because I wrote a list. That was what I was doing while I was waiting for my technology to work. So I've got to type up all of those notes, which is going to be interesting. I have also to write a couple of reviews for my blog, just catching up on some NetGalley stuff. I've got 2 reviews for Jessica Gadziella's books that have just been released, and I'm behind on uploading those. And I also read Uncharted by Adriana Anders, which was one of my most anticipated releases, and I read it because I needed the pick-me-up, but I really want to write that review before I forget about it. And I've also got a video to edit. I'm participating in the Tarot Readathon. So I filmed that yesterday and I need to edit it, but I think the video is a bit of a hot mess. So that's going to be an interesting editing experience, I think. And I've got to take some book photos, which side? That side. I don't think I've even talked about this on my channel. I'm trying to do a project. It's a year-long project that I am, what am I doing? Oh, I'm taking photos of every book that I've read. So at the end of the year, I'll have a video of every title that I've read throughout the year. So that's been ongoing, and I'm trying to make sure that I edit monthly clips so that I'm not doing it all at the end of the year because that would be a lot. Yay, I'm so glad you're going to use them as reading sprints. And that's the really difficult thing is I wish I could say I could do a productivity sprint in the middle of the night, but I really would be fast asleep. So I figured productivity sprints and reading sprints are basically the same thing. Hey, if I get through my list, I'll probably sit here and read. So I'm planning on being online for about 2 hours. So assuming that I make it that long. So there'll probably be a couple of sprints. So I'm glad you're going to get through some reading done. What are you going to read? Did you finish what you read yesterday, Tori, or are you up to something new? I did not read Tessa Dare yesterday like I said I was going to, which is a bit of a slap on the wrist for me, but I'm hopefully going to read that tonight. Yeah, so they're just photos, and they're basically the same photos I use for Instagram. So I'm just, as I read things, I'm taking the photos and popping them into a little monthly clip, which I'll then put to some music and things at the end of the year, because I did a thing with Goodreads where I just people wanted to see all the books that I'd read, so I was just screencasting that tally of books cover screen, but I thought I'd try this. And even though I keep forgetting to take the photos of the books, so I end up batch photographing them at the end of the month, it's still faster and it looks prettier, I think. Oh, Kayla's cooking dinner. Hope it's something nice and yummy. Yeah, I'm about to start Elfen Lied. I'm going to probably start that maybe on Monday. I've got some other things that I want to read before I do that, but I want to reread that before the end of the holidays because of the amount of work it takes to do the videos for it. But I'm so excited. I haven't read, it's the most recent of her newest books. I read it when it came out, but I haven't reread it yet, so I'm really excited. I've been loving rereading the Psi Trinity series. I've just been finding it so much fun to read. Those last 3 books have been really, really good. Archangel's Kiss. Yay. I am going to be doing a reread of the Guild Hunter series after I finish Psi Changeling. I don't know if I'll get to it before Archangel's Light comes out, but I desperately want to reread the books because it's been so long since I started them. Hi, Megan. Ooh, online board for a lesson in fiction slideshow. Yeah, I was thinking about doing some work stuff because I do have I have some laminating and some bits and pieces to do for next term, but we'll see since I've now commandeered the work laptop to host this live stream. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I know there's a whole bunch of people who are finding it really hard to pick up things at the moment, so hopefully it doesn't last too long for you. Just need to be really kind to ourselves. Sometimes reading's just not the thing that works. I've been there. Hello. Hi, Izzy. Oh, we'll count down the days for you, Megan. I feel like we need an online celebration for you. Yeah, I think when's does Archangel's Light come out? I think it's September, maybe October. So it's not that far away. Okay. Well, I've been talking for a while, so I'm thinking I might start trying to be productive. And I think I'm going to do a 30-minute sprint first. So hopefully that will. I should have set this up beforehand. But clearly I was not that organized. Okay. So I'm going to go with a 30-minute sprint. I'm going to, I think it's September. I'm going to try and do the book photos first because that'll be fairly quick, and maybe one of the video edits because the TBR video is not too long. Ugh, bosses. Oh dear. Yeah, that sucks. Okay. Let's try for a 30-minute sprint so people can eat or read or do something fun, and then I'll be back and we'll see what I actually get through. This will be the interesting thing, I suppose. Okay, let's see if this screen sharing thing will work. Perfect. All right, I will talk to you guys in 30 minutes. All right. 30 minutes goes really fast. How did everyone go? And Megan, I'm just going to say I'm so glad that you only have 2 more actual days of work. That sounds amazing. I'm just going to finish a sentence because otherwise I'll forget where I'm up to. All right. Okay. Oh, Tracy, 18 pages read. Very nice. Well done. I got my photos taken and edited, and I threw them all into iMovie and exported my June clip. So that's all done, which is one less thing to do. And then I did finish my review of The Thrall. Yeah, that last sentence was like 3 words, which is why I wanted to finish it. But the timer was flashing at me. It was distracting me. So I finished my review for The Thrall, which is up on my blog now. I'd already started writing it and I just didn't finish it. So that was like a paragraph that I had to write. So that was done. And I've started typing up my notes for Wolf Rain, but I've got like still 7 pages to type up. So that'll probably get done in the next little sprint. But no, that was quite productive. And I've managed to also take photos of books that I am planning on reading at the start of this month. So hopefully I will not fall as behind as I clearly did this month. Okay. So, yeah. I feel like whenever you have a timer on yourself and a list of things to do, you are just far more productive than whenever you just go, oh yeah, I'll get to that later on. At least I am. I did the same thing when I went into work on Monday. So I just went in to sort of tidy up the classroom because I'm the very bad teacher who they say move the tables across to the side of the room so they can clean the floors and don't put anything on the tables, except our classrooms only have carpets. So to leave anything on the floor means that they can't clean the carpets. And if I can't put them on the tables, then I can't get them off the floor. So my tables are covered in this stuff. So the cleaners probably hate me. None of it's heavy though. It can all be moved really easily. But I walked in and I just started writing a list on the board and I worked my way around the room from one corner to the next, just trying to get through things because I get very easily distracted. I don't know if anyone else is like this, but I start something and then I think of something, go, oh, I have to do that straight away. And I start doing it. And then I don't get back to that thing that I first started and it just all devolves from there. So lists and timers are very, very good for me. It's very long and rambling. Okay. Excuse me. So yeah, I think in the next round, I'll probably just type up these Wolf Rain notes. Hello. Oh, I'm so glad that you got into your book. Fantastic. I didn't realize you had a new book coming out. Yeah, that's pretty much my MO. I am easily distracted and I'm very good at the last minute rush to get things done. So when I do have time to actually attempt to be organized, I try and do it. So yeah, I've got the notes to do. I don't know if I'm going to try and work on my video schedule. I might. So I totally stole Heather's idea. I don't know if you guys have seen what Heather does, but I started up my calendar with my post-it notes of my filming schedule, which has sort of gone out the window this week because there's been a whole bunch of stuff that I've had to put up. So I've had more videos than normal, which I try not to do, but there's just a couple of things that I got behind on, and also things like the mid-year book tag and bits and pieces that I like to have up at the start of the month, and I just ended up with more videos than I expected. But I've got a video coming out tomorrow, I think. That is a picture book review for an Indigenous picture book, which I'm really excited about because I was asked to be part of the release tour of that. And I'm happy to have been able to do that. It just was an extra video that I wasn't expecting to have to put out this week. But it is what it is. I don't mind. I'm on holidays. I've got the extra time. Yeah, I think it's a genius idea because I keep moving them around, and like my ebook haul keeps getting moved around. It's about to be moved again because I think I'm running out of filming day or uploading days for next week. So that's going to get moved, but that's okay because I haven't really done. Oh, actually, no, that's a lie. I have downloaded a whole stack of ebooks and a lot of them were for free, but I need to sort out my my Kindle and work that out. But there'll be an ebook haul sometime later in the month. I really want to finish the Psy-Changeling books before the end of this month. Now, well, it's July now, so hi from July. It's the first here. I really want to get all these videos done sort of in the first 3 weeks. So I've just got Wolfrain, Elfen Knight, and Wild Imitation, I think, is the novella collection that I haven't reviewed yet. And I want to get those done before Last Guard comes out. But yes, totally stole the post-it notes from Heather. I think it's a genius idea. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I like filming the mid-year book tag. It's always good fun. And I sort of color-coded them, and then I forgot my color coding. But essentially, pink are for things that happen weekly or monthly, regardless. So they're I can't see it because of the light. They're my books beside my bed videos, and also things like my book haul revisited. They should also probably be for book hauls because, you know, I film those every month as well. The teal are for things that are vlogs or live shows, so things that are a little bit more, well, live shows aren't really interchangeable, but the vlogs are, so I move them around a lot because I don't tend to film a lot of them because they're, to be honest, I don't know what people want out of my vlogs because I'm not that interesting of a person, but apparently people like them. So if I'm doing like a themed video or something like that, I pop them on the teal, and then the yellowy green ones are pretty much just everything else that pops up in the month. But once I run out of the coloured post-it notes for theming them, they'll just be whatever post-it notes I have. I liked Archangel's Son. It was just a nice sidestep in the series, and it was just very sweet. I actually like all the little side character relationships that happen in the Guild Hunters books, and I thought that one was really nice because we weren't spending time with the core characters. It was with oh my gosh, I'm going to forget the characters' names. Well, the Hummingbird, and I love her, and she was awesome in that book. Nothing wrong with that, Megan. Sometimes we just need to talk to the people around us. All right. But yes, I just trying to think. Oh yeah, the Hummingbird is amazing. I love her, and I think that book was just really nice because we'd only seen little glimpses of her, and all the other characters treat her like she's quite fragile, but she was amazing in that book. Are you enjoying it, Tori? That's okay. I think you're allowed to be biased, Megan. Yeah, I'm trying to, because I can't remember if I must have read Guild Hunters before I read Psy-Changeling. And I think I think someone asked me in one of my videos, or they were asking about bookstores that I go to. And it's funny because I must have read Guild Hunters first because I love angel books, but I never find books that I really like. And so far, which I don't know, maybe I'm reading the wrong angel books, but so far, it's really only her books that I've really liked what they've done with angels. which I know some people don't like what she's done with them, but I quite like it. And then I found copies of some of the Psy-Changeling books, just randomly, like completely random books, and some of the Guild Hunters books at a bookshop here in Australia called the Book Grocer, which they basically do all the, well, actually, they must be kind of like Book Outlet in that they just have all the overstock. And so they sell them for really cheap. They're like $6 or $7, or you could buy 3 for $10. And anytime I'd go in there and I found a different Nalini Singh book, I would just pick up as many of them as I didn't have. And then I started reading them, and then I started filling in the gaps with ebooks. And then, in the last year and a half, I bought the rest of the physical books. So I've got both series now in physical copy because I really enjoyed them. And now I'm just that person who never shuts up about them. Oh, good. I'm so glad that you're enjoying them. They are fun. Yeah, and the first couple of books only focus on Elena and Raphael, which is more of an urban fantasy thing to do, I suppose. But I really liked it once they started moving to Raphael 7 and some of the other characters as well. And then they sort of just dipped back into Elena and Raphael. But like most things, I am never a huge fan of the main character of anything, which is a real problem when I watch TV shows. So I like all the side characters. I'm just really fascinated when you start moving out and branching out in a world and seeing everyone else around them. So I like them, but they're not my favorite in the series. Yeah, I had never really noticed them at QBD, which is a bookstore here in Australia, until I'd started actually reading them. But yeah, they were, when I first started picking them up from the Book Grocer, there were heaps of them. And now that I think about it, like I got hardcovers for $7, or some of them, for $4 or $5 if I bought them in a deal, which was just an absolute steal. Hi, Tracy. Yeah, I'm going to be on for a little while, so you're not late. We're just chatting Nalini Singh and Psy-Changeling because, it's me. But yeah, there you go. You guys got a little bit of a history of me and my Nalini Singh reading. Okay. In a couple of minutes, I'm going to do another sprint anyway because I need to get these notes typed up. All right. Oh, sorry, guys. Got distracted. Okay. All right. Well, I think I might do another sprint. And for those of you who are reading or working, you can join along. Okay, let's see if I can reset my timer. Yeah, Ocean Light was really fun. It's really fun. I like the sea changelings. Okay. Well, I'm going to try and get a little bit more done. I might do another 30-minute sprint, maybe. And then we'll see how we go. All right. Okay. I will talk to you guys again in 30 minutes. Oh, hello. Hi, Heather, and hi, Laura. Hi, Jen. How is everyone going? Oh, well done, Tracy. 15 more pages. That's great. I managed to type up, oh gosh, how many pages? 1, 2, nearly 3.5 pages of my notes. So I'm nearly there. I kept getting distracted. 15 minutes of Archangel's Kiss. Very exciting. Well, I am going to do one more sprint after this. So just hopefully to knock out these notes, because to be honest, that's the most time consuming thing that I have to do before I film. Oh, you're just making me want to reread that, Tori. Okay. Yeah, I didn't do much aside from type up notes and laugh at all the things that made me laugh in this book. But the reason it takes me so long to take notes is because I scroll. And yeah, I'm kind of regretting some of my life choices with my scrolling. Oh, yeah, sometimes you need to take a break and just read something different. Okay. Oh, so Jessa, yeah, I've got that to watch actually today. That's next on my list of things to do. Well, probably while I have my lunch. Oh, good. Yeah. Some days are definitely longer than others. So I hope you get to have a chance to rest tonight. Yeah. I will not be doing a deep dive series on a book series for a very long time after this, because I backed myself into a hole and I just don't know how to stop myself from doing it. But there are a lot of fun things, and yeah, it's just an intricate world. And if there are some things that if you leave them out, it actually doesn't make sense. So I don't know. Oh, very nice. I haven't heard of that one, Tracy. Are you enjoying it? Oh, gosh. Why does this not surprise me? But I'm glad that you're back, Heather. Yeah, I have to do that as well. I've sort of planned out for next week, and I have a vague idea of what's coming up. But some of this is just actually getting through and sitting down and typing it up. Yeah, because I'm insane. I should say that I do not take this many notes for any other videos ever. Ever. Oops. Okay. Yeah, it's something like that. It's 10:40 in the morning here on July the 1st. I only have, so once I film this video, I have 3. So I'll have Alpha Knight, Wild Invitation, and Last Guard when it's released. And then that's it until whenever the next Side Changing book comes out after that. Because, yeah, these videos end up an hour long with raw footage. They end up about 40 minutes long once I edit them down, but they take a long time just to prepare. Heather, I've told you, you can just message me anytime. I'll see it at some point, because most of the time I get people's messages while I'm at work and I just can't respond because I've got kids in front of me. But I actually don't care what time people message me. You just know that it'll take a while. But mostly Heather and I message close to midnight my time, because that's when I know she's up and about. Oh, it's my Side Changeling videos, Heather. So these are the only ones I take notes like this for. Everything else is usually just lists of books. I use Evernote to do all my notes for filming, and it's usually just book titles or book stats or things that I need to remember that I can't remember off the top of my head. That's the extent of my note taking for videos. No, I'm on holidays, Laura, for 2 weeks. So this is our winter break. Yes, so it's our mid-year winter break. We've had 2 terms and we get 2 weeks off. And then when I go back in the second week of July, it will be the start of term 3. So I think, I can't remember if I've explained this. So we do 4 terms a year. So our summer break is the end of December till the end of January. And then we do, our terms either run 9 to 11 weeks long, depending on how the government decides to organise it. So we do, usually term 1 is about 9 or 10 weeks. Then we do a 2-week break, another 10 weeks, 2-week break, so on and so forth. So this just happens to be my break, which is why I get to be online a little bit more. Yeah, I have done that before, Megan. But yeah, there's lots of moving parts inside Changeling. So that's the only reason why I take this many notes. Also, I should say, this is how the book ended up after I read it. So this book had no tabs in it before I started it on, when did I start it? Monday. And the tabs definitely have, the colours have different significance, but that's what I do when I love my books. Most books don't end up like that anymore. But I used to do it all the time. Now I just do it for the ones that I love. Yeah, that's usually what I do. I find that a lot easier to manage. And then I use the same note to prepare my YouTube description stuff. I actually should probably film a video where I show my process for that. But I've sort of refined this process a little bit this year, where I'm tracking notes, or I'm tracking my YouTube notes that are dated. And then as I film them, they sort of move up the list. And then once they're filmed and uploaded, I move them out. So it's kind of like a digital version of the Post-it notes, which, Heather, I was showing off the inspiration that you gave me before with my Post-it note planning schedule. Yeah. So I've got a digital system that works alongside that one, but the notes are not extensive, but I use it just to track the titles. And then later on, I throw in links and things like that I'll need. So it's all in one place. Yeah, most of the time I can talk off the cuff. Wrap-ups, I usually put in a couple of keywords and I put in the names of the characters because I'm notorious for forgetting those by the end of the week. But yeah. It's nothing extensive. It doesn't take very long. That's usually like 15 minutes of prep for a weekly wrap up, but everything else is pretty basic. Yep. I love holidays. I definitely needed holidays after the term that we've just had. So that's exciting. But I'm taking long service leave next term. So I'll have 2 weeks, the last week of August and the first week of September. I'll also have that off. So you might see me around online a little bit more then. It's my mum's 60th, and I said I would take time off because my parents were thinking about traveling in regional Victoria a little bit for her birthday. I don't know if they're still planning on doing that now, just with everything that's going on down here. And at this stage, we're sort of going week by week on what we're allowed to do and what we're not allowed to do and where we're allowed to go and who's shut their borders. And it's just a giant mess of a thing here. But yeah, I will have 2 weeks off a little bit later on, and then I go back for 1 week and then I have another 2 weeks off. So I'm looking forward to that. I've never taken long service leave, so it's exciting. I plan to do whatever I feel like doing. Normally I would not have that kind of level of dedication, Heather. Yep, it is very nice. Yeah, hi Julie. I should actually film it, and I just need to figure out a way to do it, or maybe I'll do it in a live stream. I don't know. Maybe I can do it next week. I had to find a better way to work on the notes. I've always used Evernote, but it was getting, the way that I'd set it up, it was just not making sense because I had things in there like my TBR, which I was just using for me, not for videos. and I kept losing all my video notes. So I've sort of set it up a little bit better. There's a bit of a process. Yeah, I have been known to do that as well. Now I just make sure I make a note of them. And I do track character names in my book spreadsheet, or my reading spreadsheet, so it makes it a little bit easier now. I usually just scroll across to that, write down the titles, the names, and any content warnings or major tropes just to jog my memory. Yeah, at the moment, I've been really bad because I'm only reviewing things that I've received for review. I used to be a lot better at reviewing things that I was just enjoying, but I suppose I do that every week when I talk about them online. So I'm just really bad at typing them up. Yep, Leave is the best. I'm so excited for it. Yeah, I'm really bad at Goodreads reviews. They very rarely end up there unless I remember to copy and paste something that I've typed up. I should be better. Usually it's just a star review. Oh, gosh. Yeah, I like the short reviews as well, but when people send me books, I feel like I have to write a longer review, although I'm trying to keep them a little bit more succinct these days. Oh, you too. Okay. All right. Oh, gosh. Okay. I shouldn't look at my phone. That's a way to be distracted. And I will let you all know that when I started the last reading sprint, I accidentally opened my email and saw that Katie Robert has just released her new pen names story on Patreon, and I did not open it because as soon as I do that, I'm going to read that today. So there goes all of my other plans for the day. I like that. Yeah, I sometimes look, to be honest, when I read on my Kindle, it's a lot easier because it just marks everything it's currently reading, and then when I finish it, it marks it as read, which makes life a lot easier. I tend to forget a lot more when I'm reading physical books, or I remember to mark them as currently reading, and then I forget to mark them as finished. So I end up logging in later and going, "Oh, I finished that like a week ago." Yeah, yeah, Kat Taylor, but she's just shared it on Patreon, and I'm like, I really want to read it. That's fair. I know they really do. I didn't open it. I just saw it and then I closed the window because I really need to concentrate on typing up these notes. But the first thing I'll do once I'm off the stream will be to download that book. I have plans to. I need to go for a walk, but the rest of my day will be very, very casual, and I might even go and sit outside and read since it's so nice out there at the moment. I'll probably need a jacket though, because it only looks nice. It won't be very warm. All right. Well, I might do one more sprint, another 30-minute sprint, just so I can knock out these notes. So hopefully, if you're sticking around, you can get some reading or anything else done that you'd like to get done. Okay. Oh, but first I need to fix this timer. All right. Okay. So hopefully you guys will stick around. We will do one more 30-minute sprint, and then we'll have a chat at the end. Okay. See you guys in 30 minutes. All right. "30 minutes goes really quickly." But I did manage to finish my Wolf Rain notes, so I'm very pleased with that. How about everyone else? How did everyone else go? I had about 5 minutes left when I finished typing up the notes, so I started editing my Tarot Readathon TBR, which has a decent amount of footage, but will probably only end up being about 4 minutes long by the time I edit it down. Yay, Tori, you finished it. I'm so glad. Well done for writing some Goodreads reviews. Read about 5%. Fantastic. That's okay. Life happens. We've sometimes got to answer the phone. No, I feel very productive. So I probably won't try and film my Wolf Rain video today. I might try and do that tomorrow and then edit it tomorrow, because what happens with these videos is I sit on them for about a week, and I really don't want that to happen. What I didn't do, which I probably should have done, well, I don't really need to do a lot of preparation for it. I am planning on doing a themed reading vlog tomorrow, well, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, which will go up at the end of the month. But I did start making a list of the books that I wanted to try and read because it's a themed one. But I need to sort of go through and finalize exactly which books I want to read. Oh, anytime, Laura. Thanks for joining in. I'm going to hopefully try and do another one next week, but yeah, we'll try and get a few bits and pieces done. Have a good night. Yeah, productive holidays. Try and get as much of this stuff done as possible, because next term's going to be a bit crazy. We have a school concert, which is not going to be the same as it would normally be. We decided not to go ahead with trying to perform in a theatre just because we don't know what our restrictions are going to be like. But yeah, it's going to be a busy term. So I will be exhausted. I know that. Yeah, I have this weird thing. I know people love watching vlogs. They're not my favorite thing to film, mostly because I forget to film things. And as I said before, I don't think I'm particularly interesting outside of talking about books. So if there's specific things you want to see in vlogs, let me know, because I just generally don't know what to include in them. Or possibly vlogs require me to have a very tidy apartment, which it looks neat and tidy behind me, but everything in front of me in the kitchen is a bit of a mess. So yeah. Thank you. No worries. Thanks for joining in, Tori. I hope that you had a good time, and I'm so glad you got to finish your book. And we'll have to chat about Guild Hunters at some point, because I don't have very many people to talk about that with. All right. Well, thank you to everyone who has stuck around with me. I'm going to wrap up and finish off this editing video so that I can get it uploaded and scheduled. But I really appreciate everyone hanging out with me and having a bit of a chat. It was fun. So I might try and do another one next week at some point. We'll see. Thanks, Tracy. Have a good rest of the day as well. Okay. So I will see you guys later. Thank you so much for joining.